Globally, over 850 million people suffer from some form of kidney disease. The leading cause of kidney disease is hypertension and diabetes.
In 2015, we found I had a hypertension where BP levels were so high, it was 170 bar 120. So with that, we immediately consulted the doctor. So we found that this hypertension has caused my kidney failure, and with the guidance of Dr. Rasi sir, with his support, with his medication, I went through the follow-up with him for almost 4 or 5 years. And last year in February 2022, we have done a transplant, and it's been 1 year now. My hypertension is getting normal. It is in the range of 130 by 90, and then I'm feeling comfortable and I'm feeling confident now.
So basically I'm a diabetic patient. So the reason for my kidney failure was also found there is a diabetic problem. So before me getting that kidney failure, I was old and diabetic for 15 years. The symptom was that continuous vomiting, no sleep in the night, throughout the night coughing, there is swelling in my leg. So that made me to go to a lab for checking. There I found it was creatinine was more than 8. And on 2016 December 5th, I admitted into the hospital. On the same day, that operation took place. 3 months I was asked to take rest. After this, I started to go into my regular work. I don't feel myself that I am a kidney transplant patient. I feel always very good. In a day, around 10 hours in a day I am working. My sugar level is now normal. I am going for walking every day. I want to become an example for others. Nobody in my life so far, if they don't know that I am a kidney patient, nobody can identify me that I am a patient.
Over 100 million people in India suffer from irreversible kidney disease, the highest in the world. It costs trillions of rupees to treat them. The sad truth is that most of these cases are preventable, and it costs next to nothing to do that. For this purpose, the Sapiens Health Foundation was established in 1997 by Dr. Rajinikanth, a globally renowned nephrologist based in Chennai, India. The Sapiens Health Foundation embarked on a nationwide campaign to educate people on the root cause of kidney disease, hypertension, and diabetes. The Sapiens Health Foundation has conducted various awareness programs. Sapiens Health Foundation has been making steady progress in its mission to save lives.
At the age of 14, I was diagnosed with lupus. I had a pumpkin sort of a face with such a big face. My legs were swollen, and during this process, both my kidneys failed, and I was put into hemodialysis for 4 years. Year 2018, I got my kidneys transplanted on 14th of September. My mother donated one of her kidneys to me.
So my motto is my daughter is to be safe. That is my. So I'm not afraid. I went to the operation theatre. I gave my.
And right now I'm doing very well. I got a chance for Z5 web series. I acted in Postman web series. It was I think after 8 to 9 months after my kidney transplant. From my childhood I've been learning Bharatanatyam. But I had a YouTube channel in the name of Dance to Chill, but I could not continue because of my dialysis. But after my kidney transplant, I decided to continue with the channel. I started choreographing different genres. of dance.
I was identified as a renal patient in 2013. Then I have been under the treatment with Dr. Asi. In 2019, 1st August, I had my renal transplant. In fact, I had a cadaver transplant actually. That is a deceased donors program under which government allotted a kidney to me. So right from 2013 when it was first identified till today, I never had any problem because of this renal failure. Though I was nearly for 2-3 years on dialysis, many of the clients never knew also that I was on dialysis. Even after transplant, when I tell them I had my renal transplant, they are taken aback.
One fine day I got up with a puffy eye and a swollen ankle, and I ended up with acute kidney failure. So when I went to Dr. Ravichandran, I was in a state of live or die. It was a very bad situation, and he started me on a very aggressive treatment, and I was on peritoneal dialysis for 4 months. It took almost a year for me to get better completely. So I started learning dance at the age of 33 and went on to give my Arangetram at 35 and performed for 14 years. And in the meantime, I also started a business, and I was full-time involved in the business and also started learning yoga. In 2018, I went for a teacher's training program and I got my international certificate in Shivananda Yoga. And for the past 2 years, I'm a full-time yoga teacher.
I've been a juvenile diabetic for more than 20 years, so I think that is what affected my kidneys. So I was very lucky that my sister offered me a kidney. We just, as soon as possible, we did the transplant. In a few months' time, my hemoglobin from 5, it went up to like 15, and I felt better, I looked better, I could walk much faster, and it's like back from the dead. Actually speaking, back from the dead. Nobody can say that I'm a kidney transplant. Nobody can say, because I don't have any symptoms at all.
Once fine day, I had a dinner and suddenly I vomited and I had a breathlessness. So immediately my parents took me to hospital.
So immediately we went to the hospital and finally they decided kidney failure is there.
From 2011 till today, I am in the CAPD treatment. Do my regular activities day by day with CAPD. I am going to office working for 12 hours per day. I am doing my normal regular activities. I am driving to my office from my home almost 2 hours per day and going and returning. So totally 4 hours driving per day.
2007, I got both the kidneys failed. And immediately I was started dialysis, hemodialysis. Even now, what happened in the COVID time, somewhere I'm not sure how we got a COVID. So all the family members, myself, my brother, my father, my mother and my sister-in-law, there is my sister-in-law's uncle, even all the 6 people got COVID positive. Mom was very critical. So doctor called me and said that mom, there's only 50% of chance for mom.
All of a sudden I started developing further complications and I was shifted to the more critical care block.
I stayed there nearly 23 days in hospital and had dialysis during the corona also.
And now I think I'm far better. I do all my domestic work, right from cooking and everything, as far as I take care of my house.
After discharge, I never had any problem.
2004 நாங்கள் வந்து அமெரிக்கா சுற்றுப்பயணம் சென்றோம். நாங்கள் ஃபீனிக்ஸில் இருக்கும்போது எனக்கு மெட்ராஸ்லேருந்து கால் வந்தது. இந்த மாதிரி உங்கள் சிஸ்டர்லாக்கு வந்து கிட்னி ஃபெயிலியராக இருக்குது. ஐ ஸ்டார்டட் டூயிங் ஆல் த டெஸ்ட். ஒன்றொன்னா கிளிக் பண்ணிகிட்டே வந்தேன், பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வந்தேன். ஃபைனலி நான் கிட்னி கொடுக்குறது அப்படின்னு டிசைட் ஆச்சு. ஆப்ரேஷன் வாஸ் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல். அதுக்கப்புறம் 2 பேரும் நல்லபடியாக இருந்தோம், ஒரு பிரச்சனையும் இல்லை. டோனர் கிட்னி கொடுக்கறதுனால பிரச்சனைகள் பெருசாக வராது. சோஃபார் நம்ம ஒழுங்காக நம்ம ஹெல்த்தை மெயின்டைன் பண்ணி டெஸ்ட் எல்லாம் பண்ணியிருந்தோம்னா ஆரோக்கியமாக இருக்கலாம். நான் இப்போ சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக ட்ராமா போட்டுட்டு எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
My age was 32 years and I used to fall sick occasionally and I used to go to my physician. He found that the kidneys had shrunk. The only treatment is a transplant. I was one of those rare transplant and it's almost 33 years. All the activities like biking, cycling, trekking, camping, climbing mountain tops, paragliding. I traveled abroad and in India, most of the locations. I have completed Hajj. Death is inevitable, but my death will never ever be due to a kidney failure.
In its silver jubilee year, the Sapiens Health Foundation has resolved to save lives from the silent killer, salt. Join us by taking the pledge to decrease salt, increase life.